Hello. Welcome, welcome. It is May 21st, 2025. I am Jennifer Kirk. I'm an independent Stamping Up demonstrator from Guelph, Ontario, and that is in beautiful Canada. Kind of cold right now where I am, but cold and wet, but spring will come soon, I hope. um, Thank you guys for joining me tonight. I have to apologize beforehand. I've had a very, very rough day at work, and hopefully I can function tonight because I don't know that I will be able to, but we will see. We're going to make a really cute, simple but cute fun full card. I hope I can get through it because I'm a little bit frazzled. But before I get started, for those of you that are taking Barb's and my class on the weekend, I will be sending an email very shortly to give you kind of the supply list and what we used. Again, use whatever you want. We're so excited to stamp with you this weekend, so that's coming up. And a couple of other announcements there. If you guys are scrapbookers, there's going to be a big release for an event with Stamping Up. There's it's a 3-day event, and all you need to do is buy a scrapbooking kit. So I think it's got 24 pages of layouts, and it goes by a month. So it's 1 month of every year. There's stamp sets, there's embellishments, there's everything you need in order to make 24 pages. And then if you do purchase that, then you get 3 days of guided. You make it together, and you get lots of tips and tricks along the way. So that's pretty exciting. So that's coming up in a couple of days. We also have another 10 days of our joining special. So if you have a wish list for stuff that you want to buy from Stamping Up, and you live in Canada and it is close to $100, $135, then you want to take advantage of this joining kit. So you do join as a demonstrator, but you don't have to do videos. You can just enjoy a discount while you remain a demonstrator. So it is, you get to pick, oh my goodness, I told you I had a bad day, right? You get to pick $220, I believe. Don't quote me on that, but it's close. Of any Stamping Up products for $135. No shipping, so free shipping on that. And you get, in most provinces, there's no tax. So amazing, amazing deal. And then after that, if you don't want to buy anything else, you don't have to buy anything else, but you get to join my team. We have a couple of different communities that we are a part of. We meet a couple times a month. We stamp together, we laugh together. So there's so many benefits of joining. And there's no obligation. If you don't like it, you just leave. You just don't put in another purchase. Not a big deal. And you can rejoin at any time. So I'd love, if you have any questions, I'd love to hear from you. And that joining special is only available for the next 10 days. Okay, so we're going to turn down because I need to get to bed. It's been one of those days. I just need to get to bed. And we are going to make I'm trying to find what button I need to press. We are going to make a super easy funful card using the beautiful Gallery Designer Series paper. All right, so we're going to make a rendition of this card. Look at how cute this is. So I saw this card from Brenda Quintana. So thank you, Brenda, for your inspiration. She used different Designer Series paper, but any Designer Series paper that has kind of a scenery, this card layout is awesome. And it just opens up just like this. And you've got a really cute, easy card. If you're watching me, please leave a comment so I know that you're here, and I appreciate any comments that you can give. I need to know it's working too, and that I'm working, because, Let me put this here so I remember what I'm making. Yeah. So I have a bunch of pieces here of stuff that I have pre-cut to make this a little bit easier for us. Okay, but what we're going to do is we're going to bring in our, let me move all of this stuff out the way. We're going to bring in our card base. Okay, so this is the new Secret C. Oh my goodness. My camera is way out of whack, and I'm going to be like leaning forward for this. Okay, that works a little bit better. All right, so we have a card base here that is 4 1/4 by 9 1/2. Okay, so it's 4 1/4 by 9 1/2. We're going to have the 9 1/2 across the top, and I am going to score it at 1 inch. Okay, so 1 inch down like that. I'm going to just rotate it. I'm not flipping it, I'm rotating it. And I'm going to score it at 1 inch. All right, got that? So 1 inch on each side. Then I'm going to flip it on over, and I'm going to score at 2 inches. I'm going to rotate, and I'm going to score it at 2 inches. Okay, so I've got 1 inch, 2 inch, 1 inch, 2 inch, but they're on opposite sides. So what we're then going to do is we're going to feel where we have a bump, not a groove. So this one I've got a groove. I don't know if you can see that. Let me put that up. So you can see how this is a bump, this is a groove. So where I have the bump, I am going to take my bone folder. I'm going to stick my finger right here, and I'm just going to fold it over. Okay. And I'm using this as a guide, so I get a nice, I want a nice square fold. Hey Claire, how's it going? Yay, it's working. So now I'm going to fold this over again. I just flipped it around. I have my bump up here. I'm going to put my finger here. I'm going to try and get my finger under there, and I'm just going to fold it over and give it a good burnish. Okay. So now I want to do the same thing, but to get the bumps on the top and not the grooves, I've got to turn it around. Okay, so now I've got my bump on the top. I'm just going to fold this over just like that and give it a good burnish. See how easy this is? And I'm using this to keep everything square because I want a nice square card. Okay, and then I'm going to score this over and give it a burnish. Okay, and there we have our card base. And this fits into a regular envelope. So let me stick that over there. Let me get rid of this. And we're done. Okay. So then what I have is I have a couple of pieces of the Secret C cardstock. I have 2 pieces that are 3 1/4 by 2 1/8. Okay. And I have 2 pieces that are 2 1/4 by 2 1/8. And what we're going to do is we are going to glue these in opposite. So I'm going to do a short and a long and a short and a long. Does that make sense? I hope. I hope I'm making sense tonight. How are you guys? Are you enjoying the cold, wet weather? It is spring. I do know that, right? Okay, so I'm going to take my what size is this again? 3 1/4 by 2 1/8. I'm going to line it up so it's square. I'm going to push this down, and I am going to line it up. I'm probably going to have to lift this up so I can see that it's actually square because of, oh, I should have my glasses on. Okay. You do want it square. If it's not going to be square, then you want to, you're going to want to trim it at the end because it's not going to fit together properly. Okay, so I'm just going to stick that together. I'm going to hold that there. So under here, I'm going to put a small one. Okay, so this is the next size, which is 2 1/4 by 2 1/8. I'm going to put it so that it's completely up against this one with no gaps. And hopefully that will mean it is lined up here. I'm going to flip it over, make sure I'm lined up. That's why I like using liquid glue. It gives me a second to get it on straight. And then I'm just going to take, these tweezers are part of our embellishment toolkit, and they're kind of reversed, so we'll hold it for us. So it's like a second pair of fingers, another hand. How are you doing, Claire? Did you have a nice long weekend? Okay, so now all I'm going to do is I'm going to put glue along here, and I'm going to attach the other two pieces. So we're going to go in the opposite. We're going to have the short piece going this way. I'm going to hold this down, line it up. I'm going to have to, again, lift it up so that I can see straight here. There we go. That's perfect. Just going to hold it down. This glue now here should be adhered, so I'm going to just move this one over and hold this here. Again, I just want the glue to adhere because I do want these to line up really well. Otherwise it's going to look funny. And then I'm going to hold this down and line this one up. And hope and pray that it fits. And then we're going to stick that. Okay? So there we go. We have our card base. So I'm just going to let this glue hold because the liquid glue, it's great because it lets you wiggle, but it also wiggles on itself when you don't want it to wiggle. Okay. Ta-da! We have our card base. Look how simple that is. Isn't that easy? Neat? Cute? I like it. Okay, I hope you like it. All right, so now what we're going to do is we are going to take a piece of designer series paper. So on this one, you can see I used this pattern here. We're going to do tonight's card is going to be using this pattern. Doesn't that look very peaceful? Like, I think this is a perfect masculine card. If you guys are on YouTube watching, please let me know so I know it's working because I don't see any comments from YouTube. If you're there, please let me know. Okay, so this piece of designer series paper, all I did was I had a bigger piece. I had a 6x6 because this designer series paper comes in 6x6. I just picked what focal point I wanted here, keeping in mind that I wanted a long piece to go on the inside. Okay. So this piece of designer series paper is 5 by 3 3/4, and then we're going to cut this. Cute and easy. It is cute and it is easy. And any DSP, I think it'd be really cute. I think, anyway. Maybe I'm biased. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to cut this in half. And yes, I'm going to, oh, you guys can't even see. I'm off the camera. We're going to end up cutting the sailboats right in half, but that's okay. It'll still, hopefully it will still look okay. So we are cutting this in half at 1 7/8. So I'm going to line that up here. They're going to lose their masts. Oh, cut them in half. Ah. Okay, we're going to take the top and we're going to cut this at 3 inches. So that's 3 and 2. Okay, we're going to put these off to the side just like that. And then we're going to take our bottom piece and we're going to cut it. I can fit it in here at 2. So then we get a 2 and a 3 piece. All right. And then I can put my cutter away. Now, we need to decide where we're going to stamp our sentiment. I want to make this as a masculine birthday card. And I'm trying to decide. I think I want my happy birthday down here on this one, just because I think the color, the ink color will fit better down here. But isn't that cute? Like, look how easy this is. So I'm not going to glue this one down. I'm going to glue these ones down, and I'm going to stamp my sentiment on here. Okay. What do you mean maybe, Claire? It is cute. It is easy. Okay. thank you so much for joining me tonight. I really needed this. It's been a day. That's all I can say. It's been a day. Okay. Oops, I just made a mess with my glue. It's okay. So I'm just lining these up. I want this to be straight and equal borders all the way around. Okay. And then we can put our top piece on. So you can either put the glue on here or put the glue on here. Doesn't matter. And we are going to put that there. Okay. So now I want to make this as a masculine birthday card. I thought I got a stamp set. Okay. So we're going to use this Round We Go. Happy birthday will fit on there. Hey Jen, how are you? Haven't seen you in a while. I hope you're doing well. Yes, happy birthday will fit there. So let's do happy birthday, and then we can figure out what we're going to put on the inside after. So we're just doing a really super simple card. It's a fun fold. I was inspired by Brenda Quintana. So here's the first version I made of it, and I just changed up the DSP for it. So we're now making a birthday card. Okay, so soft sea foam. Not soft sea foam, secret sea. I don't know why I keep calling this soft sea foam. Because I'm crazy. Did you guys have a nice long weekend? It was a little cold. Okay, I'm just going to put happy birthday right across here. This is one of the new in colors. Isn't it gorgeous? I love this color. So it's kind of, you're hanging in there. Oh, I hope things are going well. Oh, I cleaned my Stampin' Scrub and I didn't bring it back, and I'm out of baby wipes, so we're having dirty stamps going forward. Okay, so I'm just gonna stamp this, glue this. I hope you're doing okay, Jen. I unfortunately have experienced my first tick bite. Ugh, so gross. I haven't experienced it before, and I don't want to ever experience it again. But, okay. So now I'm just waiting to see if I'm going to get sick. So I think on this one I used basic white on the inside, and I think it would have been better using a more muted color. What do you guys think? So I think I'll have to go back and watch from the beginning. It's super, super easy, Jen. Like super easy. I think I like the basic beige instead of the basic white. What do you guys think? Basic white. I think that makes it a little too, I mean, it's nice that it pops, but I think it pops too much. What do you guys think? Basic white or basic beige as our inside card. Okay, vote, let me know. And while you do that, I am going to cut these. So this is 5 1/4 by 4. And I'm going to take our piece of DSP that we cut off, and I'm going to use, I think I'm going to use a bit at the top and a bit of this side on the bottom. So I'm going to cut off 1/2 inch and 1/2 inch. And we're just going to decorate the inside. Basic what, Claire? Basic beige or basic white? Okay, and then I'm going to cut this at 5 1/4 and 5 1/4. We are getting there. I am so right. Beige goes well. I think so too, Jen. I'll be much better by tomorrow when I see the dentist. Oh, a split tooth. Oh, and going to the dentist. Hey, Susan, how are you? I hope you're doing well. Tomorrow, Susan, I will send you a Zoom invite, okay? We'll do Zoom tomorrow. Does that work? Okay. I do not like the dentist, Jen. I am feeling for you. So what do you guys think? Does that look good for the inside? Okay. Before I glue these down, I'm going to stamp just in case I mess up the inside, because then I can flip it over. But if I put my DSP down, then I can't. So I'm just going to use Time to Celebrate. And then we have a masculine card. Who else? Where is my Time to Celebrate? Uh-oh. Oh, here it is. It needs to be cleaned. Who else has difficulty with masculine cards? That is something that I struggle with. I did buy the, what is that? The Peaceful Pier. Have you guys seen that? Okay, let me just concentrate on one thing. I'm going squirrel. Squirrels. Did I get that straight? Yes, I got it straight. Okay, so for those of you guys that don't know, my husband and my son, one of my sons, are avid fishermen. And so I'm so excited to deal with this. I can't wait to start playing with this. Look at the fish. That's what they spend every weekend doing in the summer. Drives me crazy, but that's okay. They love it. Okay, I'm squirreling tonight. I apologize. I've had a rough day. I've had a rough week, and it's only day 2 of the work week. And it's just challenging. So I'm so thankful to be able to stamp with you guys. Okay, so I'm just going to line these up. So the vote was basic beige, and I think I agree. I like the basic beige. I think the white is too in your face for this card. And we're gonna stick this here. Line it up. See why I like the liquid glue? I can actually get things straight, because I never get things straight. Okay. So that's all we're going to do, and then we're going to stick it in, and we are done our card. How easy is that? It's a super easy fun fold, perfect for these kinds of, I mean, it will work with other DSP as well, and you can even switch up the panels. You can do different designs of designer series paper, but when you have these scenes, like, how perfect is that? I think it's gorgeous, and it's easy. Easy, easy, easy. Okay, we're just going to stick this in. It fits into a regular envelope, even though Canada Post is going on strike again. So we'll have to just hold off on mailing our stuff, unless we're going to send it by courier until they sort it out. But what do you guys think? I have trouble with masculine cards too. But this, like, is this not a really neat masculine card? It could go for either, masculine or not. So which one do you prefer? We've got this designer series paper, which is the boats in the harbor. Or we have this one, which is the meadow in the hills. And this one I did kind of as a sympathy. So, you know, just a note to let you know you're on my mind. In case you need me, I'm here. All right. Let me know which one you like. And thank you guys. Let me switch over so you can see my face. There we go. Thank you guys so much for joining me, for stamping with me, for helping me escape my day, because it's been one challenging week at work and it's only Wednesday. You like the boat one, Claire? I do too. And you know what? I love this card. So I love this card. I love this DSP, I'm looking at the camera going, I love this one, and you guys can't see it. I love this cardstock. It's one of the new in colors, and it is gorgeous. All right. So I think the consensus is the boats. I think you guys like the boats. Me too. All right. Thank you guys so much. Have a wonderful, wonderful weekend. And for those of you that will be stamping with us on Sunday, I'm so excited. We are getting everything ready, and you guys should all have your packages. I will be sending out an email maybe tonight, if not tomorrow morning for sure, with some of the supplies that we used, and I can't wait to stamp with you. All right, we'll see you next week. Have an amazing week, and we will talk soon. Bye for now.